Raw last Monday night. Raw Monday night set a new record, although one they probably wish they had not set, tying what I believe is their all-time lowest audience. I see reports refer to it as the lowest audience of the modern era. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Lowest audience of the modern era. What does that mean? It was either the lowest or it wasn't. I don't know where this modern era hedging is coming from. 2.46 million viewers. The last time they did that number was September 2016. They were running opposite one of the presidential debates and an NFL game. They started out low this week, and they ended up even lower. They already got their $1 billion from NBC Universal and their $1 billion from Fox. Like I said back on Sound Off 411, episode 411 of the Sound Off. They don't care what you or I think. There is no longer any incentive for them to care about fan feedback, at least when it comes to the TV shows. Now, if people stop buying tickets and it affected the live gates, that would be a different story. But there is no other incentive for them to care. What may have hurt them this time around, besides the fact that the show largely just sucks, was all of the hoopla surrounding the Supreme Court justice pick. There were 3 different cable news opinion shows in the top 10 cable rankings this week. And yet, despite all of this, all 3 hours of Raw still occupied 3 of the top 5 spots on the top cable show rankings for Monday night. And I ask myself, how is this possible? Either Raw is much better than I'm giving it credit for, and I could see some of you listening to this going, well, actually, it is better than you're giving it credit for. Is it that much better than I'm giving it credit for? Either that or cable TV on Monday nights is simply that bad. And upon looking at the cable top 10 for last Monday, the answer is that cable TV on Monday nights is simply terrible all the way around. Just look at this list. I pulled this list here. Number 8, MTV Florabama Shore. I don't even know what the fuck a Florabama Shore is. I was afraid to even look it up. Just the letters MTV is enough to send douche chills up my spine. MTV ain't what it was. But I looked it up anyway because I just had to know. And this show is a successor to Jersey Shore. It's like the rotten little cousin of Jersey Shore. Well, say no more. Once I read that told me all I needed to know. But it's set in the Florida Panhandle, along the beach that stretches all the way to Alabama. And this is from a description of the show. Florabama Shore documents 8 young adults. Damn millennials. 8 young adults who live together during the summer in Panama City Beach. They are filmed partying, working, living in a new environment, and bonding. They're bonding with each other. I see. In January, MTV renewed the series for a 20-episode second season, but this was later modified to 14 episodes. It should be modified to no episodes. I guess, anyway, Monday night was the season premiere, and it came in at number 8. Garbage. Number 7, Hannity. More garbage. As most cable news is. Number 6, Street Outlaws. On Discovery Channel, which is a show about street racing in Oklahoma City. I'll reserve judgment on that one. If you're a car lover, it may actually be a decent show. Number 4, Teen Mom 2. Which means there was a Teen Mom 1 that did well enough to warrant a second season. In fact, quite the timing here. Just yesterday, some independent wrestling promotion in Oklahoma announced that they had come to terms with Teen Mom star Farrah Abraham. To do what? They didn't say. They're going to work together. I don't know what that means. They didn't say she's going to wrestle. Maybe she's going to be on the creative team. But they're going to work together. She's going to be involved now in the wrestling business, which is great. That's fantastic. And then in the number 1 spot was my old friend, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The last time I watched Love and Hip Hop was almost 2 years ago. I didn't realize until I went back and checked it had been that long. September of 2016 is the last time I reviewed an episode of Love and Hip Hop. I watched it for the first time because Raw was so freaking terrible that I just couldn't stand it. And I was flipping around and I ended up on Love and Hip Hop. And I even reviewed it, I think, for a couple of weeks here on the podcast. Well, I look at how dull Raw has been lately, and I figured, how much worse can this show possibly be? It was number one for the night on cable. So let's take a look at what the number one show on cable TV had to offer us. I was disappointed when I tuned in. I found the episode, because they have all the episodes up on VH1.com. So I found the episode. I was very disappointed when I realized that it was a reunion show. It wasn't like a regular episode. So I say, oh, it's a reunion show, whatever. But that changed very quickly. So here's what I got out of it. Stevie J, character on the show, he tried to recruit Erica to be the Queen of Danger Zone. But he already promised Estelita the throne. I have no idea what any of that means. Then we have Rashida and Kirk fighting to reunite their kingdom. These are the words that the host used, by the way. I'm not making this up. This is from the host. It sounds like Game of Thrones Atlanta edition here, but anyway. They fought to reunite their kingdom, despite invasions from pop-up Princess Jasmine. We were 30 seconds into this show, and I'm already totally confused. All I know is that one of the cast members is a heavyset woman with long green hair and a nose ring called Tokyo Vanity. Apparently, she's a rapper. She's now dating another rapper called Ferrari. I assume he took the name of the car that he drives. If so, if I should ever start my own rap career, I shall go by the name Hyundai. But sadly, we were told that Jessica Dime could not join the cast for this reunion special, but fear not, it was only because she was at home taking care of her daughter Blessings. Oh, how sweet. We then cut away to some footage of Kirk telling his friend, I am the father, to which the friend replies, oh shizzy. It's hard to tell if he actually said that or not because they bleeped it, but the caption on the screen said, oh shizzy, so I can only imagine that that's what he said. Then we cut to another woman. This is a completely different scene now, because remember, they're showing highlights from the season. We cut to a completely different scene of a woman in a store, and she's telling, I guess, Rashida, who's, working at the store, she tells Rashida that Kirk has taken the test, and my son is your brother. Holy shit! I don't even know who any of these people are, and that sounds all kinds of fucked up.